Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the WIN Show on KZKO. Take part with the cast by sending your suggestions for each segment throughout the week or during the show by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, Twitter at World Improv Net, or the WIN KZKO blog. Now, enjoy the show. It's local. It's global. You are listening to WIN World Local News.
World Local News with Potter Smittss. Our top story today is brought to us by WIN contributor Marty of Seattle, Washington. NAACP leader and activist Rachel Dolezal has resigned after admitting to pretending to be African American all these years. To see the true colors of this news and how it may affect other wolves in sheep's clothing, let's go live to WIN Arts and Entertainment reporter Pinocchio, who's in Munich, Germany, with the exclusive interview with Rob and Fob of the 90s hip-hop group Milli Vanilli. Pinocchio?
Yes! Thank you, Potter. I'm here with Rob and Fab of Milli Vanilli. First off, gentlemen, huge fan. Not gonna let that affect this interview. Because we're here to get down to business, to get to the hardcore news. You two are noted liars to the world. Now, yet you... why do you do it, first of all?
Well... It's great. Thank you for having this interview. We wanted to kind of clear the air a little bit about, since the years that we've fallen out of favor. And
that's one way of putting it.
Yes, I know. But Fob over there, we've had it rough. We've had it rough since our fall, but we originally wanted to, to do something great. We wanted to become big international pop stars like, Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson.
And you two did succeed at that. But then after the pride comes the fall, and Fab, it was especially hard on you. What with the dying and all.
Yes, I died. And I'm here though, and I want to say that even though we may have lied, we provided a service. Many people took so much enjoyment. We entertained many people around the world at our concerts with our albums. And even though, yes, it's true, we lied. It's true, we lied. But and Rob, I don't know, maybe you feel differently about this, but I feel like it was worth it. It was worth the lie.
He's so correct. It was so worth it. We took our inspiration from two other fantastic charlatans of the times past, and that was the beloved Adolf Hitler and Napoleon Bonaparte. Two people who really weren't who they said they were. But we knew that if we could inspire the world through music, even if it's, not really our music, it is still inspiration nonetheless. And as you can see, Fab over there, his lip syncing is great as a dead person.
It is wonderful, and I'll say that I personally learned from you two, even though you were liars and fakers, I stopped blaming it on the rain after you guys. I learned that it's not up to me to blame other people for my problems.
See, Fab, we've inspired people, even from the grave and so on. We still inspire people such as great Pinocchios.
Was that us? Did we do...
Don't blame it on the rain.
Yeah, was that us?
That was us.
Yeah. That was us? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we had so many songs. I just can't remember.
Girl, don't forget my number.
See, that's great.
The hits keep going.
Fab, I was wondering maybe if you'd like to come back to life, we can use his voice. It's great. We could start a reunion tour.
Oh, you too.
Yeah, how about it, Pinocchio?
Well, I'm in, but I don't know how well I can lip sync.
Or would you like to stick your nose into our affairs and help maybe manage our comeback?
Potter, I have some better opportunities. So back to you, mic drop.
Well, I didn't know that Pinocchio was that much into music, but I guess he is our arts and entertainment reporter nonetheless, and therefore it makes sense. Well, our next story of great significance is provided to us by WIN contributor Jessica of London, England. Citizens in the Georgian capital of Tbilisi have been warned to stay in their homes after major flooding set free bears, hippos, lions, and pigeons from the Tbilisi City Zoo. To find out what significance this has to the building of the new Jurassic Park, let's go live to WIN's own global weather expert, Tulip Sunspring, who is in the Georgian capital with the renowned international flood expert, Noah. Tulip?
Yes. I'm here with main architect, Noah. We are here at the work site. I think our listeners can hear the horses pulling wagons. And that's something that stood out to me was the level of tools you all are using. I don't see any power drills.
Oh no.
Or anything like that. Why is that, Noah?
The Lord gave specific instructions on how to build said retaining walls and arcs and other zoo enclosures, and all in cubits. And modern power tools are not equipped to work with measurements such as cubits.
And what is a cubit, and why is it not compatible with modern machinery?
It is a length of measure defined to be the length of a man's forearm after his wife has given birth to his third child. And modern equipment it's all in meters or English units.
So, I mean, could you not just make like a cast of your arm, or just measure that out alongside a ruler or tape measurer?
See, that's the problem, is the length of the man's forearm changes with the weather, so we can't have it be a set size.
It doesn't change a significant amount, though, does it?
It depends on the weather. If the weather is extreme, it can change by extreme amounts.
Well, like right now, today, it's overcast in Tbilisi. We're expecting precipitation, later on in the afternoon, about a 50% chance. And earlier we had 1,000% precipitation. That's, I mean, we had all that flooding. So, how did your arm, change between, then and now, Noah?
Well, during that extreme weather, I gave my wife a back rub. And she is currently vacationing in Cyprus, which is thousands of miles away.
All right. And one last question for you, Noah. What do you expect to be the finishing date for the new Jurassic Park?
The park will finish the day that it needs to be done. I don't have an exact date for that. But when the skies are ready to open, the park will be complete.
All right then. Potter, it looks like we have slow development and flooded conditions here in Tbilisi, and Jurassic Park will be here when it's here.
Be patient.
Back to you, Potter.
Great reporting, Tulip. I mean, that was fantastic. And maybe there'll be a place for those pigeons to really lay down and take a nap. Well, let's head on over to the World Sports Desk now and check up with Fired Up Frank, who's in Toronto, Canada, at the FIFA Women's World Karma Cup. How's the karma and competition looking up there, Fired Up?
Potter, this is the best assignment I've ever been on. Everyone is so nice here. I'm getting flowers. People are offering up their seats when it's getting crowded. I haven't had to buy a drink in a week and a half. Everyone here, I don't know if it's Canada, I don't know if it's the competition, but it's just beautiful. Everyone is trying to bank karma for their next life.
Well, I didn't know you could bank karma, but that's pretty cool. You can hoard it and maybe use it in your next life. Fantastic. Fantastic insight, for sure. Let's check back in on the global weather, and let's go back to Tulip Sunspring, who's now in Los Angeles, California, at the annual E3 International Gaming and Teleportation Convention. How's the weather looking out there in the gaming as well, Tulip?
Right now I am in the convention megaplex, and the weather in here is overcast. Though it's I'm sorry. I'm being drawn into some kind of ray. It's hypnotic. It's calling me. This light is telling me to join it. To leave behind all my worldly possessions and any conception of who I am. Potter, I have to go.
Well, I hope that's not a Heaven's Gate calling or something, and you end up in a purple robe and your suicide-induced death to find Halley's Comet. Well, we'll see you next week, y'all, and thank you all for tuning in to WIN World Local News. I'm Potter Smittss. Stay tuned for Community Court next on the World Improv Network.
Give the WinCast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Win blog during the commercial break of a case that needs to be heard during Community Court. Next on KZKO. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with another exciting segment for WIN on KZKO The Vibe.